Welcome to Heart in a Fight. My name is Daniel. This is my co-host Tunde. So before we jump into the show, tell them what they should be following, Tunde.
Look, man, I don't know how many times we got to tell you. We got our YouTube channel, we got our Facebook, we got our TikTok, we got our Instagram, we got our Twitter. We got our Twitch. All of them are Heart in the Fight. There might be some underscores in some, there might not. But as far as the Twitch channel goes, it's Heart_in_the_fight. As far as our YouTube channel goes, Heart in the Fight. Yeah, you should be following us, man.
Yeah, I don't know how simple. Yeah, I don't know how much more simple that can be. Heart in the Fight. Look us up, you'll find us. Exactly.
We're gonna be there.
So here's the context for today's show. Right on the night of March 13th, we hosted a debate on our Twitch channel, which Tunde talked about.
Man,
and tell them the name of our Twitch show.
It's called Show Improve. We get Street Beef competitors on, and they fight with their wits and not with their fists.
Exactly. So, yeah. And so we invited Street Beef fighters across several branches to determine their top 5 Street Beefs heavyweights. We created criteria, we debated back and forth, and on the end of our 2-hour effort, 2 hours, right? Not an hour, but 2 hours.
2 hours.
The fighters the fighters on the show determined their top 5 list. And so number 1 was Cornflake, number 2 was Shinigami, 3 was Big Smile, number 4 was Pony Boy, and then number 5 was Beast. And so, we left feeling good, feeling accomplished. We did our top 5, and then the following day, that Sunday morning, Gorilla, right, the number 1 heavyweight contender from the OG yard, and most people would say he's just the number 1 heavyweight contender, period, posted on the Street Beefs Facebook group, proclaimed his GOAT status, right? The greatest of all time status, and said that he was the number 1 heavyweight. A lot of people responded to it by critiquing the list that was generated from our show because in their eyes, they believed he was responding to us. But after a quick conversation with him and with us on Facebook, he told me he wasn't responding to our debate at all. In fact, he didn't know we had a debate at all until people were mentioning it in his response. And so his post was not about our debate or even our list, but it was about trying to get that match with Cornflake for the 3rd time. He wanted that belt. He wanted that strap, right? And so with that, we thought, hey, there's some confusion. Let's just bring on Gorilla on the show so that we can clear all this up. And that's what we did. So on today's show, we brought on Gorilla. Welcome to Heart in the Fight. So before we get into the list, before we get into some of the back and forth that was going on Facebook, let's learn a little bit about yourself, right? I can just tell from your accent, I don't think you're from Virginia. Where are you from, man?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, hey, I heard somebody. I remember somebody was saying that people from Baltimore, they slang completely different. It might as well be a new language.
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
Well, how'd you get connected to Street Beefs from Baltimore?
Because as I came home from prison, I wound up moving out. I wound up meeting my wife. I got married last year. I wound up meeting my wife.
Congratulations.
And yeah, thank you. And she was already living out here, and I came out here, out Cumberland, Maryland though. And I was in this tournament called the Tough Man. If anybody ever heard that. The Tough Man tournament.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Well, I was in there. I went there 3 times. I'm currently a champion in that too. But I went to Tough Man and I met Daniel Shaw out there, and
he was a champion as well, right?
So, yeah, a 2-time champion. My Corey was a 3-time champion. Leonidas a 3-time. Yeah. So he basically birthed like 23 different champions in Tough Man. Daniel Shaw. Yeah. So I met him there, and he was telling me about the Street Beef situation, and then I wound up going to the next event that a month after the Tough Man.
And you've been fighting ever since.
Huh? Yeah, I've been fighting ever since every event. Some keep it 100 with you. Some events I haven't fought because I was getting ducked. Like a lot of people didn't want to fight me. So it's like I fight every event 2 times, at least 2 times the event. Yes.
And how long you been fighting? How long has it been since?
I've been boxing since 2019. I started 2019. I'm talking about boxing period.
Oh.
Yeah. So I started boxing at 30. I'm 32 now.
Oh, okay. Did your birthday just pass?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. February? Your birthday in February?
January
okay.
16th.
Okay. Cool. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to the Capricorn.
Yeah, tuned into the signs.
Not too deep in it, but a little light.
Yeah, Capricorn. Yeah, Capricorn.
Shout out to the Capricorn out there.
Yeah. So what is your record? Because I know you have tons of fights. Like I've seen so many of your fights. And so just tell us, what is your official record?
If you want to count every fight that I fought since I've been fighting, I'd be 30-4, 31-4, something like that. I'd be 31-4. You want to count tough man tournaments? And I fought 22 times on Street Beefs. I won 20-2 in Street Beefs, and I think I went 10-2 in Tough Man. So that'd be like 30-4.
That's crazy. That's an amazing record.
In 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been active, man. You've been getting busy. And so what
I love it, yo. I love it, yo. Huh?
So what is the end goal for you? Like, what do you want to do with it?
I was gonna go pro, try it out. You know what I mean? I'm older, but I can still hang a little bit. I was gonna go pro. I just love that. I just love the rap. You know what I mean? That just always been me. Where I'm from East Baltimore, very treacherous place where I'm from, and I was always hands. I was just never known, couldn't really never throw them because you beat somebody up down there, they come back, man.
For sure.
They come back. You know how they come back. So I had to play their game. But now when I got something I can actually perform my hands, I got a lot. Actually, there's a couple people in my family that's boxing. I got 2 cousins that just went pro as well. So, yeah.
Shout out to your cousins, man.
Yeah. Shout out to my cousins, man.
I feel like you should have been
good.
Yeah, you should have been a character on The Wire, man.
Yeah. That's crazy though, because I actually hung down there at one point in time down McCullough Homes where they made The Wire. I actually hung around them people for 4 or 5 years. I'm from East, but that's over West. I actually hung down there before I actually came up here. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they would have had you on The Wire. I think your name would have been Hands. Yeah, don't play with hands.
Javante. They got Javante Davis that's down there too. He from around that area too. So yeah, Tank. Yeah, Tank. Yeah, he from right up the street from there. So where I used to hang at. So yeah,
that's what's up, man. Well, tell us about the post, man. Tell us what inspired you to write that post that generated a lot of controversy.
People inspired me to write the post. I usually don't say anything. I wait as long as niggas wait. That's my problem. I don't wait around. You get what I'm saying? Like I call you out, you waiting around, you do. I usually just don't say anything about it. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like, I had numerous people ask me like, yo, you want that fight? Yo, you gotta make it known. You feel me? You gotta make it known, and you gotta do this. You gotta do that. You gotta tell them bop. You gotta bop. So I was like, fuck it. Let me go ahead and throw my status out there. You get what I'm saying? Let them know. You feel me? Like, yeah, it's me. You feel me? Like, I'm trying to get that rematch. I mean, I'm the GOAT. I mean, I don't care if I lose. I can lose 50,000 times. I ain't gonna never say nobody above me when it comes down to their hands. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, at the same time, that's what it was about. But as far as, like, he think I was right, because I didn't know anything about this. When Beast told me, I was like, what? I was wondering, because I was listening to the post, too. Like, I was wondering why people start doing doing that. If you look on my post, I even ask people. You know what I mean? I even asked him, I said, yo, what's going on? Look. And he was like, yeah, you ain't see the thing? I was like, nah. You feel me? I ain't see that. I didn't see that night. You feel me? Because I usually I barely watch people box. Like when y'all say 619 about the 619 situation, I had to go look him up. You get what I'm saying? I had to really go look him up because I usually watch my fights and a couple fights from people in my gym. You get what I'm saying? I seen a couple Cornflake fights too. Cause like I try to tell them again, yo, I actually had you in my top 5. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Why would I hate on your accomplishments?
Yeah.
I'm not from that type of, like, they actually, if y'all think about it, and if we do our research, they gave him guard tier on another little thing. He was on the guard tier, and I was a tier under him. So why didn't I say nothing then? You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And so I think so. Let's take it a step. Let's take a step back for a second, if we can, and just briefly talk about, like, what are these conversations that led up to you putting that post, right? Because I know you were saying, like, you were upset about the rematch. You were thinking about your legacy and your impact on Street Beefs altogether. And you were having conversations with people. What was those conversations like? What were you talking to other people about?
I mean, everybody know that's what I want. You feel me? I didn't do everything in Street Beefs besides the belt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't do everything in Street Beefs. I'm a 2-time Wall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else could I do besides get on the Wall of Fame again? I got 22 wins. I got 22 fights. I have 20 wins. That's a heavyweight record. I can brag about that shit all day, but I don't care about that. I just love to fight. I want the belt. He got the belt. You get what I'm saying? And he beat me. It's not even just about the belt. He can have the strap. My thing is this. You beat me before, I gotta come back. And like I told him, you beat me again, I'm gonna keep coming back because, bro, my wins oversee my losses, bro. So I'm gonna always be some type of contender to play. But you gotta come outside. You gotta play. I mean, before this internet shit, I even DM him. I hit him up directly. Yo, what's up? When we win the date. You know what I'm saying? It was all about the committee. I gotta wait on committee, but he out here fighting. I mean, I know he's always born fighting you. You grab a lot. Listen, bro. What boxers that don't clinch inside real pro boxing? You ain't gonna sit here and think you just gonna throw 50,000 cannonballs and I'm not gonna be able to be smart. I'm smart, bro. All these dumb niggas that sit back and get rocked 50 times. Me, I'm smart. I know how to grab you up, wrestle with you. You know, he know. You know what I mean? He know. He hate it. So he don't like it. But at the same time, you got to come outside, bro. You had the belt for 2 years. 2 years. And you only defended it one time. Come on, bro. We got to stop this. They got to stop letting niggas wait.
And so you mentioned in your live, something that you mentioned was he told you you hit hard.
He did. Now, listen, if y'all watch my first fight with Cornflake and look at the end, he whispered in my ear something. He said, yo, you hit hard as shit. You know what I mean? He did say that. I mean, he could have been, they could have been saying anything, the gas, you know what I mean? You know, but I don't know, but don't say it at all. For a nigga like me, if it ain't true, don't say it at all. You get what I'm saying? Like, because I don't need no sympathy from no one. You get what I'm saying?
And I'm pretty sure Cornflake ain't saying nothing just to be saying nothing. You feel me? I feel like he meant that.
Yeah, you feel me? Like I wasn't leaking at that fight. I had not one bruise on me, and I fought again after that. I fought again, so it's not like I just fought him. After that fight, I fought another person, and I won. You feel me? So it's like at the end of the day, I was only boxing for 5. He always said don't matter about the time you boxing, but obviously, I mean, scale. That's like me getting there with Mayweather. You feel me? He gonna put me together. Why? Because everybody know, yo, skill and having skill for a long period of time, that exceeds people who don't really know what they're doing at the same time.
Yeah. And there's a quote that talks about it, like hard work beats talent at any day.
Yeah.
In that example that you presented, you versus Mayweather, you definitely have shown talent, but Mayweather has just been doing it long, you know?
Yeah, he just got this experience, man. You get what I'm saying? Sure. Yeah, so it's like it's the different levels, yo. It's different levels, and at the time, his level was higher than mine. I couldn't stop it. I just weren't orthodox. I fought my first 6 fights I was southpaw. If anybody watching, I went 6-0 southpaw. So that I can transition from left to right anytime. But I went 6-0 southpaw. Yeah, I'm right-handed.
And you started out southpaw?
Yeah, 6-0. I ain't lose until I started practicing on the orthodox position. You feel me? So I wasn't like, if you look at me from then to now, I barely hit the body. I was telegraphing the head too much. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. Just like the back of the head shot everybody talking about. I mean, y'all really think that I really did that on purpose? Like, come on now. Like, let's be serious.
In that fight, you was orthodox. You weren't southpaw.
No, I wasn't. And I was just playing. I'm keeping 100. I had 5 rounds in me. I wasn't tired at all. You get what I'm saying? Like, listen, I don't just box, yo. I go to the gym, and from gym, I come home, I work out. I do Insanity Max, Insanity Asylums. Me and my wife, we do yoga, we do Zumba, like everything. I work out. I'm a workaholic. Yes, I works. That's why I can take these punches, man. I'm not a true heavyweight. I'm really supposed to be like 190, but living out here in the county with my wife eating good, and man, push them pounds up.
Word. All right, so it is clear, right? I think it's important, right, that we're establishing it. It is clear that your post had nothing to do with us. It just so happened to coincide with what we did the night before.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure we clear.
It is crazy, yo. I promise you, it had nothing to do with yo. It's crazy, yo. Because if it did, best believe I just be like, oh yeah, I watched that, man. Look, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I didn't even see it. I didn't see it until after I made the post, and it was crazy as days before that. Somebody was like, yo, just put it online. Because I like I told you, I DM him. You feel me? What's up? When the date? We supposed to have immediate rematches. You get what I'm saying? So that means before you fight anybody else, I don't care if it's all the way out California. I'm first, bro. You feel me? We ain't finished for what we started. You get what I'm saying? We had a little. I ain't get pointed. You ain't want to come back in there. I mean, at the end of the day, I'd have came back in. You get what I'm saying? So, I mean, so it don't matter. We built different, I guess. You feel me?
I wouldn't even say that.
Know.
I mean, I just want to be fair here, right? Because Cornflake is not in the room, and so I just don't want to make assumptions about why he didn't step in. But I do know, right, being someone who follows both of you, both your careers, both your fighting careers and Street Beefs, that I know that one, he just had a baby. 2, like he has his own branch to run, and so I just think there's also a lot going on with him that makes it that causes a number of barriers for him to always show up at your events. And so I just want to be fair here. Shout out to Flake and congratulations on the baby. Like I said before this happened, Flake was my man. You get what I'm saying? I'm letting y'all know that he was my man. What I hated, what made me mad is like, man, I can't rock with you no more. Is that the fact that he really thought, that I really was hating on his success, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know how many times I hear, Flake nicer than you, Flake nicer than you, Flake got the belt, he the true tell you. Why haven't I been saying nothing to this man then? You get what I'm saying? That's all I was wondering. Like, they put you on top of guard tier, and they put me on a tier that was under y'all. It wasn't even just you. That's just like saying y'all put what's this? The dude at y'all put Smoke what's his name? No, what's the dude name?
Boy.
Shinigami?
Smoke. The one who fight at pound for pound. I mean, they had him on the list. I forgot his name. He fight for pound though with Big the platinum. Not Big Boy. The other one. That was from there.
King Mafia? Yeah,
King Mafia.
Okay,
come on now. They just started. You get what I'm saying? So why wouldn't I be like, oh well, forget Cornflake. Look. If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna highlight everybody y'all named in there. Because none of them dudes got more wins than me. If it came down to me really getting mad about anything. None of them.
And so,
no.
So it's a few things here, man. And I want to, say this explicitly on the show. When we create, we Heart in the Fight are fans of the Streetbeefs community.
Yeah.
When we create lists like that, when we offer perspectives and idea, it's from the perspective of community members, right? And we're amplifying this so we can generate conversation. And so, with that being said, if people disagree with us, we welcome it. We're not going to sit here and be like, "Oh my goodness, how can they disagree?" We welcome it. And in many cases, we'll like we're doing with you now. We'll invite you to the show and talk it out on the show, right?
Yeah, true.
So I appreciate you for vocalizing. Like, there was not a point where I was like, "Oh man, they hate our show." Yeah.
See, me, I don't hate the show. You feel me? If I knew about the show, then I'd have been on the show. I'd have been looking like, okay, that's what's up. I know I just got, you feel me? I just got to turn some heads real quick. I've always been an underrated fighter in this sport, yo. This is not nothing.
Yeah. And here's the thing. It's not like we didn't bring you up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, we made sure to bring that up.
Yeah, I know that. But at the end of the day, everybody don't like the same things about everybody. You get what I'm saying? So it don't matter to me. This don't matter to me. This is all getting me ready to try to see what's the next level. You get what I'm saying? Like, I really love the fact, like I said, that man in my top 5. I always give him the respect every time you see him. Every time, yo. So why now, you get what I'm saying, would you think that I'm going to hate on the success? Now, I'm glad, though. I'm happy as shit that it kind of fucked you up like that because it brought you out. You get what I'm saying? It brought you out.
We got a date.
Now I made a first fight. I mean, shouts out to that man. Like I said, I don't worry about the L's, bro. You feel me? I let it. Once we get in that ring, we tie up. Faith gonna bring what it is regardless. So he know I'm not a slouch though. So you know what I mean? I'm not a slouch. Ain't gonna be no, you going in there thinking one round that don't think that. Think 4 or 5 rounds, bro. Cause that's where we going at. You feel me? And like I said, I fuck with them. It's a lot of dudes in there that I fuck with. You feel me? Like I don't know a lot of these dudes, but yeah, at the same time, love when I come around. I'm real like geeky, like always laughing, getting people laughing. Man, I'm not never been no clown, yo. That's clown. In Baltimore, niggas would expose me for that. Why would I start that now? I'm good. I tried to even call them and tell us, man. Yo, this not what you thinking, yo. Like, I want you to get out here. I mean, I've been asking you for 6 months, yo. What's up? And there's been a lot of bums. There's been a lot of bums. You've been destroying a lot of bums.
But here's the thing.
You've been destroying a lot of bums.
But I think, here's the thing, right? Because here's the point of contention for me, right? Because this was also brought up on the show, on the debate, was that sometimes you don't get to determine who you fight, right? Because I think that was his critique of you. And some of the guys critiqued you for that. It was like, well, who is he fighting? But it's not like you're choosing your opponent. It's not like you're choosing the 0-0 fighter or the 1-0 fighter. They're putting opponents in front of you, and very similar to, I think, all Street Beefs fighters. They put opponents in front of you, and it's your job to get rid of the opponent who's in front of you.
Yeah, they basically go off of weight. You feel me? Weight class experience. You feel me? And a lot of people, believe it or not, a lot of people will be like, hold on. A lot of people will be like, Gorilla. A lot of people be like, Gorilla. Would you fight Gorilla? You know he got a lot of experience. Some people like, yeah, I always wanted to fight him. Or believe it or not, I didn't fought every heavyweight in the yard, though. Sometimes I even fight super heavyweight because it's nobody for me to fight. You know what I mean? So it's like they don't give dudes easy opponents. Whoever come in, and they the ones you gotta be watching out for. The ones who just coming in with 0-0 experience in the yard. Because they really throw hands or really got a background somewhere else. So it's not just about the 0-0 in the street beef. You don't know what nobody capable of until you see them fight in the yard. So
yeah. I certainly think that. I mean, I think Cornflake is running out of opponents, and so are you. So to me, I think is it May 1st? Is it May 1st?
Yeah, I mean, he ain't running out of opponents. I mean, how you running out of opponents if he ain't fighting nobody? Nah, he ain't fighting all of them. How you running out of? You can't run out of opponents.
He's just now fighting in street.
He ain't fighting street beef fighters. You feel me? And that's the crazy part, because the people you fighting don't even equal up. Put it like this: when I fight dudes like the last dudes he just fought, like the fat dude who lost his belt. If I fight fighters like that, yo, it's like, wow, just to take his belt. Like, my thing is this: like he said, I'm putting like the views is getting me starstruck, basically, like that. Bro, I come from the dirty, bro. I don't let this internet stuff get to me, bro. That's why I never bring and never talk smack. If you actually think about it, I just shout out people, my kids, and I'll be ready to go. I never talk. I'm about to smash this dude, gorilla. I can get crazy like that, but I'm not one of them type of dudes. So he said the starstruck me. I was like, damn, like this man really. He the one. You the one getting starstruck. You went all the way out there, beat a man. I'd have let that man keep his belt, man. You feel me? But you got to understand, there's 50 people, contenders, that's waiting in line for the heavyweight title, bro. I ain't the only one with a lot of wins. You got me. You got dudes that's coming in there. There's Franco. Here heavyweight. Beast. You feel me? Beast good transition from both, because I feel as though they super heavyweight, but why can't they fight us? You know what I'm saying? And the tough man, they go from 216 pounds to 400 pounds. So I'm used to the big guys anyway. So why can't, you feel me? There's a lot of people that want after me. If I don't win, I want next. Or if I don't win, you just gotta, you ain't gonna know about it until you figure it out. If you don't ask about it, then yeah, because I know that he got kids and all that, the raise and all that, but I got 5 kids. 5. And I've been bringing my daughter there since my daughter was 2 months to all the events. You get what I'm saying? Like, so, and I'm pretty sure he's doing better than me, because we gotta, like, basically put ourselves together. He got a better job, all that. So come on now, like, it's something to say about, when you first have him and all that, but after when the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months come past, come on, like, it's like, if you're gonna wait that long, let somebody else get the belt who gonna fight at least 12 times a year. Not one time every 2 years, 12 times a year. Because he beat me one time, and a lot of people thought I had the belt when he beat me, but I never had the belt. It was a toss-up fight for the belt.
Word.
And I think that kind of
go ahead, Tunde.
We're at that moment now, right? So like I think his baby is, I don't know how, a couple months on his baby's life. And so your fight is solidified, is locked in. I think for me, what your post, so I want to talk about the impact of that post, right? Because if you were not that dude, it wouldn't have got that much attention. It would not have gotten that much attention. Like, people in the community chats, they talk hella stuff all the time, right?
Yeah.
People be like, I'm the greatest. Yeah, people be like, oh yeah, I fought all these people, I beat your ass, whatever. But rarely do people like you make a post where you say I'm the greatest, and then it literally shakes the whole chat.
Yeah, that's crazy. And then look, I told my wife, right? I said, babe, damn, I said, if Joe thought that and this could get people like that, I said, shit, I should be doing this more often. That's when the dude 619 was saying something that you see me trolling through and stuff and talking like, yeah, what's up, shorty? Make sure we get it together. Yeah, you feel me? So I kind of like, I liked it. You feel me? But it didn't have to go. It didn't have to go where though you just thought I was, because I got attitude problems. You feel me? That's another part of my fighting. I love it. You feel me? It's about the keep myself contained. You feel me? So when he sit back and try to make it seem like it was about the show, I say, hey, like it was about the show. I'd have told you it was about the show, cuz you feel me? But I don't know nothing about the show.
And I think again, what I really want to highlight is that you are super important, because again, I wanted to say, I go through the chats. Everybody, the stuff that you said, everybody says. Everybody says. Like, your post is not unique in its structure. It's unique in the fact that somebody who's really, somebody top tier is really, demanding respect, and the community is like, oh, you know what? Let me acknowledge that you are the great. And that comment thread was long.
Oh yeah, it was super active. Long. It was super active.
It was because I fight a lot, yo. Like, and that right there, yo, is all I need. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna be known no matter if I have the belt or not. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like, I mean, I'm gonna fight for it because it's there. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, that belt, I then completed everything in Street Beefs. I remember before it was the belt, when it was only about the wins and the wall. Ask my wife, she'll tell you. The only thing I said was, yo, I just want to get it on. I just want to make it on the wall. That's all I wanted. That was my goal, just to beat enough people to get put on the wall. You get what I'm saying? Then when I found out I got put on the wall, yeah, I'm on there 2 times because I had the most wins in 2019. So, yeah, I'm on there twice. So, yeah, that's an accomplishment.
Exactly. So you got one accomplishment. Now the next accomplishment is trying to get that belt from Cornflake.
Yeah, I got 2
accomplishments. It's going to be a tall task. Right?
That's going to be hard. I ain't going to lie. Hard fight. The man is a beast. And like I tell him all the time, he's a monster. But I'm also smart. You know what I mean? I'm one of the Baltimore niggas that actually got brains. So I gotta work obstacles. I gotta clinch up on him. I gotta be able to get up on him. I gotta be able to see him and stall him out and see where he at. I gotta do these things because that's all it takes is this man to land a clean hit and he can knock you out. For sure. You feel me? Yeah. So you want to be, you can't fight his fight. I'm not listen, I don't know, my name Gorilla, right? But I'm not known as a brawler. I don't know why everybody keep saying that I'm a brawler. Why? Because I throw big haymakers. Yeah, I can throw a haymaker for 3 rounds straight. But just imagine if I just chill out.
Calculate it.
Period. You know what I mean? Like, that man's a beast. Like, he fought some, listen, yo. He fought some okay dude. I ain't gonna say all okay dudes. You feel me? The one okay dude he fought that I always wanted to fight was Animal. And I'm saying he's a beast. You feel me? And that's the fight he lost to when he fought the Animal. And I always wanted if I was going to fight him in the tough man, but I got I mean, you know, them people did carry me. I won the fight, but they gave it to the next man when I won on points because he was a much known person at that time. So yeah, like he had fighters, but all the other fighters he fought besides me, none of them couldn't do nothing with me. To keep it 100, a lot of them ducked me. So it's like a lot of them ducked me. So it's like they see that I'm here. I don't need for nobody, no disrespect to nobody, but I don't need for no other person to tell me that I'm the best or not. You get what I'm saying? I don't need that because in my mind, I'm better if I lose 1,000 times. I'm still better than everybody. So that's why would I care? Why would I stop your shine? That shine these people giving you. You feel me? That shine. That's your shine. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I hit you in the back of your head, I went over there to you. And was like, dang, yo, my bad, yo, I ain't mean that. You never seen me do that before. And he must have read the comments and people said, oh, Gorilla hit him in the back of the head. He should never get another rematch. He should never fight him again. And he took that and ran with it. He had to. He took that and ran with it. Like, you know, this never happened. If you actually think about it, it's like I tried to slide around. He must have been tired. Because I tried to slide around and hit him, but he ain't move. So it was my mistake.
And so I want to ask you, Gorilla, because I think I think that post has validated the fact that you are the people's champion, right? Like the community sees your efforts and respect it. This is the literal, like gaining this belt is the literal last thing that you could do in Street Beefs, and then you did everything. Yeah. In the case that you win, right, and you get this belt, what's next for you?
I was gonna probably do the rest of this year Street Beefs, and then going to 2022. At the end of this year, I wanted to sign up. You know what I mean? Try to see how the pro thing gonna work out. You know, and in 22, you feel me? Work my way up. You feel me? And see how far I can get there. That's all. You feel me? If I'm gonna be good, I'm gonna be bad. Don't matter. I mean, just as long as I can hold a story for my son when he grow up. Cause my father never did. You know what I mean? So you gotta understand. Like I got my son, and I've been raising him before my wife and my son. I've been raising him since he was 4 months by myself, and he like boxing. He might want to box one day. So I want to get somewhere before he probably be way nicer than me and say, "Boy, you couldn't even do this." I could be like, "Oh yeah, I won this, so I won that."
That's dope, man. That's dope. It's beautiful how you incorporate your family into your legacy. That's a really dope thing.
Yeah, and so you got the post, right? And we corresponded back and forth on Facebook, and you checked out the actual debate. So what were your thoughts about the actual debate? What the fighters actually said, and what they chose as their top 5?
Oh, you muted, bro. I don't know what's going on.
You're muted. Gorilla, you're muted. There you go.
There we go.
Y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, I was saying I was laughing, yo, at certain people. But like for the main part, y'all got it right for real. Cause them dudes is nice. You know what I mean? Big Smiles, I like him too. You feel me? We was going MMA top 5. He'd have been in my top 5 MMA fighter. Should have got me. I like him because he remind me of the Beverly Hills Ninja. So and I like that kick. His kick come out of nowhere. And it's and I like that. I even watched the tall dude who was on there last time. He tall, real tall, skinny. He kind of looked like a female a little bit.
You talking about Scrapyard?
Yeah.
Scrapyard, yeah. So that's a woman. That's Gash.
Oh, Gash. Oh, that's a woman?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she be fighting men and all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
She a beast, man. If I ain't know that was no woman. She definitely a beast. So you know she on my top 5 if it came down to it. Period. But everybody got it right. Like I said, at the time, I don't be caring about that. That's not what I actually care about. I don't sit back and my days don't go. Believe it or not, when I'm not at the events and all that, I mean, I might interact sometimes and all that on Facebook with the community and all that, but I'm more like focused on the task at hand. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm doing something, that's what I'm focused on. Like I come back to this when it's time to. You feel me? When I go in that yard, that's when I come to this. Because all I like to do is fight. That's all. That's all I want to do is fight. All the accomplishments I accomplished, yeah, I'm glad about them, but I'm not worried about it. It's not what I really want out of life. You feel me? It's not what I want out of this. I want to make it where I can be like, oh damn, I went pro and I'm a prospect boxer now and pro. Because a lot of people don't know like he can't go pro. You feel me? Because I swing too wild or just not enough. Like yeah, but it is what it is. I'm just glad that this shit blew up like it did because it got me what I wanted, didn't it?
It did. It definitely did.
Smart, yo.
But I want to hone in on the fact. I just want to hone in on the fact again that it also lets you know like how impactful you are to Street Beefs.
Yeah.
Like people are watching you. People care about your record. People care about you being validated. Like yeah. I've seen so many people say similar stuff and you know, it'll go with the wind. But you literally stopped the world.
but you know, I think this thing happened together, right? And so, because if you didn't post, people wouldn't have said the list, and then it got Cornflake talking, and then it got everyone talking. So it seemed like it was a team effort. Like we had planned this beforehand, but it didn't.
Yeah.
I think it was universally just felt, right? I think the energy was there. We just aligned.
If I didn't post that, then it wouldn't have happened. We wouldn't have been boxing no time soon. So that's why I had to make it known. You feel me? My coach, you know what I mean? My coach, you know, he gonna rock with me 100%. He know I go in there, I work. And the crazy thing is that I mean, this man, it's just crazy how I felt together like that. Like you should have seen how I was just upstairs looking at my wife the first time, man. What is this? I'm like, man, what are they talking about? And how Beast called me, was like, yeah, yo, Gorilla, boy, you talking real spicy on your post, boy. He said, yo, he said, yeah, yo. He said, something about something. And he's like, yo, about the fight, the heart in the fight. And I was like, what's that? Yo, what y'all talk about? He said, you see what they talk about the who was number one? You know they named Cornflake number one in there. And I was like, for real? I'm like, yo, that's what these niggas, I said, that's what niggas think I'm talking. No, yo. They got it all wrong, yo. They got it all wrong. He was dying laughing. And he could tell you himself. I was like, he told me about it. Then when I got on there and you said something, you sent me the post. And I said that I watched the whole thing. And I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thank you for that, man.
Thank you.
Yo, I really enjoyed it. I said, oh, I ain't know nothing about this. I only knew the other dude. The one who be doing the tier list and talking to Reckless Rico. I mean, I'm not the most talked about fighter in street beefs. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like you got people like Beach and Baby Hawk. Mm-hmm. I mean, all of them been talked about for a while. Mm-hmm. That's why I can never hate on anybody's success, bro. Anybody. And I try to talk to them and let them know, like, man to man, like dead serious, man to man. Forget the fighting stuff and all that. We talking man to man now. You feel me? I'm not. This not what it is. I tried to say it, but he still went on his own live. I guess he went on his own live and was telling everybody I was hating the defect. Like, why would you? That's why I got real mad and made my own joint. You feel me? Because why would you say that, yo? Like, I never be mad at your success, yo. Ever. Actually, I don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? I don't care. You feel me? Because at the same time, I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about my next moves. You feel me? I work out a lot, bro. Like half of it, sometimes 2 times. Like, and I'll be on Facebook Live. We work out on Facebook Live. Me and my wife get to give people the motivation to get up and do it. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
Use that, man. Big workout, high intensity workout. So yeah, man, like. I just wanted to talk to him and tell him that maybe he'll see this post and you know what I mean, and be like, oh yeah, yo. But you know what I mean, like I said, I tried to talk to him. He like, no, you really jealous. And yo, he just want me to be jealous. You feel me? He want me to be like that. But no, bro. You know what I mean? I'm happy you got the success. Because guess what? I'm good too. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
I just want your belt. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all. You can have number one 5,000 times from everybody. Mayweather can say you number one. I want your belt. I've been calling you for 5 months straight. I mean, you talk about, if I come up there and be like, yo, what's up with the Madden? You'll answer that. But when I say, what's up with that date? I don't get no reply. But you look at it. So come on, bro. We're going to do this May the 1st.
Let's do it.
And look. I fight like this too. I fight like that. I'm fighting like this too. Like, come on, bro. That a real fighter, broken bones and all. If it ain't killed by then, we still going in. May the 1st. I was trying to get him in the MMA match. You know, I always wanted to do one. That'd have been the best thing. That'd be like the best way to get the match. You know what I mean? A good match. You feel me? Since I gotta wait 2 more months. The fight, you know what I mean? I was like, shit, why don't we just do the MMA match? Make it fuck the world, the whole shit up.
For sure.
We 2 fights, MMA match.
Well, here's the thing. What it allows us to do is to promote it and make sure that it's the most anticipated heavyweight bout ever. Right. And so I like the distance. It also allows your hands to heal up a little bit, right? To get ready. For him to get ready, so that there are no excuses in the end, right? And so it's never been. You get what I'm saying? You know they had that little thing in Street Beefs where as though if you feel as though you won, then you can like appeal it and all that. They even had that. They had that in there. So it's like when a lot of people said when he beat me the first time, it was a split decision, and a lot of people said if you want to count like in like
far as being like, if you was like doing like point wise, that I landed more. You get what I'm saying? Like I landed more. I worked in the clinch. If you know, I was doing body, uppercut, I was doing all that. But you feel me? They gave him the win and I let it go. I lost, I let it go. I lost to B Rose. If y'all know who that is. You don't know B Rose is?
Mm-hmm.
I lost to him. One of my losses is to him. And he not even a heavyweight. I let it go, bro. The L's ain't nothing. You losing life all the time, bro. Yeah. You feel me? So yeah, let's just get this work. I just want my match. I just fought every heavyweight, yo. Predator. I just fought every goddamn body. It's time to get my rematch with Cornflake. We ain't finished the second one. Ain't no telling what that was played out. That was the first minute in the second. Come on now. We had 2.5 more rounds to go. Let's get this shit done, man. Just don't think a nigga hating on you. No, stop it.
All right, so you got your match.
Mm-hmm.
If you win the title, and Tunde said, "What's next for you?" However, in the debate, we had one particular person call you out. Right, 619 called you out, and so do you ever see that as a possibility? What's up, man? Tell us.
Yeah,
tell us,
and I think he's a good boxer too. I think he's a good boxer. I see him, and the crazy thing is, I see he like to get close and do clinching. See, I'm a different breed, bro. When you touch me, you instantly tie it. When you play with me, and that's why I love the clinch. I love the clinch because I take breath, and now if you notice, I hit the body a lot. So yeah, he could be next. I was calling him out in the chat. He could be after the Cornflake. Win or lose, he could be after the Cornflake. You know what I mean? Like I just want to wreck. That's all I want. I can wreck. I just want to wreck. He knows.
So what do you think the outcome will be if y'all two match up? What do you think the outcome will be?
I mean, you know what I mean? We'll see. You know what I mean? Once we lock in there and he toss his little hands, I'm gonna toss mine. We gonna see. Because a lot of people, I surprised a lot of people, bro. A lot of people thought, let me see, man. Dudes that leave out after the fight be like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, yo. You feel me? Like, shit, sure. I ain't know. Because I move, yo. For a heavyweight, I move. You feel me? I'm hard to hit. Like, I'm hard to hit. And you can tell, you might get a jab ball, but when it comes to that power hit, I'm dipping. Bit. You feel me, nigga? They can't touch this. I'm hard. I never got like, I'm a knock on wood right now. But I never dropped it. Like, out of all them fights I fought in there, nigga never slapped me. Nigga never dropped me. I never touched the ground. Nigga never bust my mouth open. Nigga, how hard is these niggas hitting if I'm not feeling no effect? You know what I'm saying?
Word.
See, it might look like I'm getting hit, but shit, slow them shits down.
Word.
I'm a good defensive fighter. Good. And I like to switch it up, switch the styles up. Yeah, I'll be geeking in there, yo. Having fun. Great.
It certainly seems like it. Like after every fight, you're smiling. Before the fight, you're smiling. You're joking around.
It's funny.
It's clear you love to fight. We appreciate you for coming on the show.
Yes,
Any last words you want to say to those who are following you, who are following this fight closely?
Man, first of all, I want to shout out my wife again, for having my back through all this, being a big supporter, number one supporter of me. I want to shout out to my coach, Daniel Shaw, Corey Walsh. Shout out to Cornflake for taking the fight. And everybody who support Gorilla and support Street Beefs. Shout out to Scarface. Yeah, we're gonna get it in May the 1st. You know what I mean? That's all.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Me neither.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for coming on the show, man. We really appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
And good luck on your training. Good luck in the fight, brother, man. Talk to you soon. All right, brother.
All right.
Yo, that was good, man. I think he had a message to send. Yeah, he had a message to send.
For sure.
But I love the fact that he cleared it up, right? I think oftentimes, I think that was a hard part for me, was watching it all unfold and people blaming us per se, or blaming the show per se. And the thing is, I don't mind if people disagree with the list, which is fine. I think people are always going to have their own opinions.
Mm-hmm.
But when you start making it seem like it's the fault of the show or those on the show that created this ruckus, and it's like, no, things are already boiling. It just so happened we both presented the same information one day apart, actually a few hours apart.
Yeah,
right?
it was hours. It was definitely hours.
Yeah, a few hours apart. But I think, like to his point, is that this has been going on for a while. And so I'm glad that even the show helped with facilitating this process where we actually get to see who is the number one heavyweight, period. Right?
And I think, again, I want to double down on, what we produce from this channel is debatable always. Everything we produce on this channel is debatable always. But any debate we welcome as an opportunity for the fighters or the people who feel as if they've been wronged to get on the show and talk it out. Because the purpose of Hard in the Fight, the reason why we do what we do is we want people to understand who you are as a fighter or whoever, as we have the conversations as they relate to fighters. And so he even said it himself. There are other people creating other lists.
Yep.
We're
not the first ones.
We're not the first ones. There was another list where Cornflake was put above him. He did not say anything then. And so I think, I really want to hone in and double down on the fact that, like, we are fans of the community. We're producing stuff to the community to generate conversation and to overall help you understand who the fighters are. And so, it was a beautiful thing. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Yeah, same here. And, good luck to both fighters. I know they're going to be preparing for this fight, and it's going to be a massive fight, and I can't wait to be part of the story, right? And just know, we're going to try to promote this so that it becomes the biggest heavyweight fight
of the year.
Streetbeefs history. Yeah. And so looking forward to it, man. Good luck to both men as they prepare for the battle. And I just appreciate even the conversations. And just note that we just started at heavyweight. We're going to light heavyweight next.
Light heavyweight coming soon.
Yeah, coming soon. And so if you want to participate in it and you're a fighter, you don't have to have a proven record, but as long as you're fighting, right, that is the one criteria that we asked, that you have to be part of the fighting community so that you can fairly critique other fighters. And so if you want to be a fighter and you want to be part of that conversation, whether that's light heavyweight or middleweight or any other divisions, just let us know, contact us, and we'll try to plug you in. But I also want to make this one last note, though. I think it's important to note, because as we were going back and forth on the Facebook comments, people were saying, well, you had a bunch of West Coast fighters on there judging a bunch of East Coast fighters. Granted, point taken. However, that doesn't mean we didn't reach out to East Coast fighters. We did. We reached out to a number of them, and we got 2 confirmations. We have a few who they saw the post, they saw the message, they didn't respond to me, but it's all right. Hey, they probably didn't want to take part in this kind of conversation because they know how highly contested it is. They know how controversial these things become, and so they didn't want to be a part of it. But we did get 2 who said that they'd be willing to be on, but the day of, they didn't show up. And so what are we supposed to do about that, right? And that's why we were running late for the show, because we were waiting for them to show up, and they didn't show up. And so it's like, you know what? We're just even Izzy, right?
Izzy came mid-show.
He came mid-show. So we were waiting the entire time for East Coast fighters to come on, and they didn't, because we wanted to make sure that it was a fair conversation, that there was representation from those on the East Coast. But maybe this is an opportunity, right? That, hey, if you're an East Coast fighter and you want to be part of this conversation, hit us up. Right? Because please be part of this conversation, because it's important to have your vantage point, your perspective in this dialogue, in these debates.
For sure. And then the last note that I want to make is I really appreciated this interview. And as you all know, I'm new to Street Beefs. And so this is a really beautiful moment for me to get to understand who Gorilla is. Had I not seen his picture that you presented last week, and had we not talked to him, I wouldn't have understood, like, how family oriented he is, how dedicated to his legacy is. He's an all around stand up dude. And I'm hoping that this video gets enough views so people can understand the ranges beyond his record of what he does. He talked about his wife a lot, like he talked about his kids a lot. His kids come to every fight. He talked about how he shares motivation and he wants to get other people committed to locking down their goals. If you really pay attention to what he was saying, this is a very inspirational dude, and you don't get too many people like that. And so I definitely am proud that we were able to highlight him on this episode.
Yeah, absolutely. And who knows? We might do a profile on him later so that you can actually learn more about his background, his Baltimore experience, right? And then also, all the characteristics of who he is, and how that was developed in the environments that he grew up in. And so certainly we'll love to bring him back on the show so we can do a profile on him. So stay tuned, y'all.
Stay tuned.
We continue to create content for y'all, right? And so show us some love. Like Tunde said at the top of the show, make sure you're following us, subscribe to all our channels so that you can get the content. And if you haven't, you are bugging out. You are weird. Wherever. We appreciate it, y'all. Until the next time we see y'all, make sure you dig deep and double down on your own commitments to your life. Peace.